Good morning, everybody. My name is Denise Vargas. Today we're here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV, and I'm going to be showing you this 3-horse bumper pull Cimarron. It's an RTG package, and you have your slats inside of the stall area. First, we're going to go ahead and bring up our drawing so we can show you guys the specs on that guy. This trailer is 7'1" height, 6'10" with the width. You're looking at about 18.9 floor length and about 3 feet on your tongue area. So altogether, 21.9 is the length of the trailer. We're gonna go ahead and get started here in our tack area. So you got a 42-inch tack room door, so it is a little bit bigger than just your standard. And as you guys can see here on our door, we have our bus window on the top. You guys can open that. Sometimes it is very nice to just open it, air out your saddle pads, your blankets, all that kind of stuff, because it does get kind of stinky sometimes. And then you also have your brush compartment, brush box. You can put your fly spray in here, pretty much any kind of things like that. It has holes at the bottom, so it'll just drain that guy out, which is very nice, very convenient. And then as we step further in, as you guys can see, we do have this saddle rack, and it's on a gas shock, so it goes in and out depending if you guys want to have it in or out. You're looking at 3 saddle pads. Again, it's a 3-horse bumper pull, so 3 horse. This is what you'll get. And then you'll have your 2 blanket rods on the very top of this guy. These guys are fully removable. You can remove them, add more. If you guys want to take one of these out and add another blanket rod, you more than definitely can do that. And it's very nice because it has like a carpet texture on here. So your saddle pads will not be going anywhere. That is for sure. I have not had it happen to myself, and it is very nice because sometimes it is very messy in there as is. So as you guys can see, we're going to take a look at this step down here. So it has become a standard on Cimarron trailers to add a step to go into your tack room, because it is very nice. As you guys can see, we are looking at a couple inches from the step to the actual tack room to go into it. I am very short, so sometimes it is very much height to go into it. So it is nice to have a step that you'll just be able to come into this guy. So coming into your actual tack room, on the floor we got rubber mats. These guys, obviously, it has the opening here. You can take them out, power wash it in here whenever you guys need to clean it, whenever you need to do all that kind of stuff to it. We also back here have our spare tire. It is full size, exactly identical as the rest of the tires that are on this trailer. And then up here we do have like a clothes rod, so you can add your clothing items in here, all your show shirts, that kind of stuff that you guys want to bring. Sometimes even just like your jackets, if you know it's going to be cold, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be yucky outside. It's very nice, it's very convenient to have that. And then as we're stepping into this side of the trailer, as you guys can see, this is the only part of the tack room that actually has carpet on it. So this is for your bridles. This is like your bridle hooks. You'll have the carpet behind, so whenever you're hitting on the actual, let's say a pothole you hit on the road and they start moving, they won't make that much noise inside of your stall area, so it'll definitely be a lot easier to move your horses. That way they don't get all scared, they're not going crazy in there. We've had that happen a lot where me and myself, my horses will go insane in there whenever they see or hear just really loud metal on metal clinging around. And then right behind me, as you guys can see, we do have a 25-gallon water tank. This guy has a spigot at the bottom, so you can put your buckets in there, fill them. It fills up from the top of the tank, and then you do get a 10-foot hose, so you can connect it to that and then pull it out, use it for whatever you might need to use it, whether that's filling buckets outside, rinsing off. If you're going on a trail ride and you have your horses with you, rinsing those guys off and all that kind of stuff. So it is very nice to have that included hose into the actual trailer itself. Then as we step out into this side of the trailer, this is going to be your hip side. So standard, these guys do come with bus windows. We upgraded this trailer 2 drop down windows. So as you can tell, this window here is one to show you guys that it's all the way down. This is what it would look like whenever it's shut. Obviously these two, you guys just open the bus window if you want a little bit of airflow in there, if it's a really hot day outside, as hopefully we see coming very soon. But you can always just bring it all the way down and you'll move a lot more air inside of those stall areas. Sometimes they do get very hot, very yucky, very sweaty horses whenever you're pulling those guys out. And then as you can tell, we have our awning light on the top, so you do get a lot of light in here. It's LED. It'll be able to kind of bring light out this way into your trailer so you're not just in the dark. And we do have our 3 hooks. So it's standard, it comes with 3. You'll have 3 on your hip side, 3 on your head side. It is kind of convenient to have those 6 because sometimes you never know, you're at a show and you have some friends with you, they're bringing their horses along and they need to hook them onto somewhere. It is very nice to have that. Then as we're looking at the body of the trailer, we are looking at silver metallic sheets. So it is a different color than just your standard white. It is a very nice color. I do like this color a lot. It brings a lot of light into your actual trailer itself, and I mean, it's a different style and a lot of people like that kind of stuff. And as we're coming down to the tires themselves, we have 2 5K rubber torsion axles. These guys are on 16-inch aluminum wheels, just your standard on them, the same as that spare tire that I said in there. Everything will be the exact same throughout the whole entire trailer. You are looking at electric brakes on this trailer as well. So as we're gonna be making our way around to the back stall area, as you guys can tell, I have one of these doors open. We're looking at 60-40 door size. It's not your just 50-50. On this side of the door, which is your 60, you're looking at a bus window. You can add a lot more airflow going into the trailer, as well as sometimes bringing out of the trailer. We'll go ahead and talk about our flooring. So we have rubber mats in here, and then if I go ahead and pull this guy out, we're looking at just like your standard on all Cimarron trailers. It is very nice flooring on these guys. Every 4 inches your horse will have a V support, so you can count that your horse is their legs are very much supported inside of this trailer. You're not looking at just any wood flooring. This is what makes Cimarron a lot different than just another trailer company out there sometimes, which is very nice. We do really like these kind of floors on here. And then as we're coming in here, we do have more light inside of our stall areas. You got those 2 16-inch awning lights. They're LED as well. Will bring a lot more light into the inside of your trailer so you can see what you're doing during the night, because it does get pretty dark outside sometimes, and sometimes you can't help people be out very, very late. And then as we come in here, we'll have our escape door on this first stall over here. You're looking at also your chest bar, so your horse will not go anywhere once you open that guy. You have your 3 D-rings. You can hook up those feeding bags on there. And then you do have your tie hooks on the very top of the trailer. And we'll go ahead and talk about our roof really fast. So it is lined and insulated roof. It is a very different roof than just your normal standard trailers. This guy, you can walk on it, hail can fall on it, and your trailer will more than likely be okay. A lot of times we do see some hail damage on some of the trailers. This guy, it's very rare whenever they bring them and they have hail damage. You won't really see it much on a Cimarron. And as you can tell, as we're up here, we do have 3 roof vents. You can pop them outwards, pop them inwards. It'll bring air in or it'll airflow out, which is very nice. Again, those hot days, sometimes you do need a little extra airflow in here. And then as we're going, the very first stall, you have a full divider padded both sides, and the same thing is standard on the second and third stall. You have your 3 tie hooks, your D tie hooks, and then your 2 tie rings on the very top for you to be able to hook on to your horses. This last stall door, again, it's your partial divider, but it'll come padded as well for both sides. And we are also looking at this trailer, the kick mats that it has around it, so it'll protect your trailer through itself, because sometimes we do have a kicker. We do have horses that like to just be pushing on your trailers a lot. Sometimes they get stressed, they get overwhelmed. It's normal. And given that the end of the trailer over here doesn't have something that hooks on, we're looking at this butt bar, or strap I should say, over here. So your horse, when you open your door, he will not be going anywhere. They're set in here until you remove this guy, and then that's when they'll be able to kind of push back once you have a grip on them. We'll talk about the lights on this guy real fast. So these are the switches to turn on your lights, whether that's your inside of your trailer for those awning lights or the one that's out here. As you guys can see on the top, we do have an 8-inch awning LED type light, the same as what comes all throughout this trailer that we have seen. You do see your brake lights on the top as well as on the sides. This guy in here, as you can see, the X, that is a backup light, so you get a lot more visibility through the back of your trailer. Sometimes, like I said, we're out very late, it's very dark. It's very, very nice to have those guys. It is very convenient. You'll be backing up your trailer and you'll have a lot more visibility throughout the back. So let's move on to our head side of this trailer. As you guys can see, the windows are a little bit different. So we have the same style windows. You'll have your jail bars, and then you'll also have the bus window on the actual window itself. You can ride with these guys down if you really wanted to. They have just a socket on the bottom and they'll lock. So there is no way your window will be going anywhere unless you pull it really, really hard. So as you can tell, this one, you have both your window and your jail bars down. You can pull both of them down, have your horses a little bit more airflow, or you can just leave your jail bars up, and essentially it is the same thing. You just have the little bars to not have them go anywhere. Whenever you're pulling these guys up, it is very much kind of slamming them so they go in, so you're not kind of, you know, in the middle of the road and they come back out. These, you kind of do have to slam a little bit just so you make sure that the actual window locks. On top of this, as you can tell, we do have that light again, a lot of light throughout this trailer, which is very nice. And as you can also tell, like I was mentioning, we do have the 3 tie hooks on this side as well. So you'll have 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, 6 in total. And in this side of the trailer itself, we're looking at your escape room door. So you'll have the butterfly latch on here. This locks, this will also lock. So it is very nice because it's just added security protection basically. So as we saw through the inside, you just open this guy, you'll have that chest bar. So if you ever come in here and you open it, your horses will not be going anywhere at all whatsoever. And this window on here, it's the same exact as these on this side. You'll have your bus window, you pull it down, you'll have the jail bars. You can pull the jail bars down if you'd like. It is really up to you and whatever you want to do. Like I mentioned, the butterfly latch is just added protection for the horses whenever they're in there. So you are somewhat sure that even if they're picking at the door down there, you will not have a door open on you at all. So we'll make our way around to the actual front hitch of our trailer. So you'll just have your standard hitch on here. You'll have your 2 chains. You'll have your security latch as well on there. Like I mentioned, this trailer does have electronic brakes. So it is pretty much a good trailer to just kind of have. You do have your little compartment to hook onto your 7-plug. The 7-plug is currently connected to the machine that we use, so we can make sure that the lights turn on and all that kind of stuff. So that is where you kind of would store it whenever you're get to where you're going, you park your trailer. It's just kind of nice to have that, because I know On my bumper pole, I don't have it, and my 7 plug will go everywhere. Sometimes even on the floor and all wet, and we don't want that. So this also, you'll see this like sheet coming on here. We're gonna start making it standard where we're gonna be pulling this guy a little bit higher. It'll just kind of protect your trailer from, you're going down all the dirt roads, all your rocks come up on here. This is kind of that added protection for the actual pillar of the trailer, so you're not necessarily having rocks splash all over it, damaging it, just scraping it. We don't want that. It's a nice trailer, it's gonna be brand new, you know, so we just got this guy in inventory about 2 days ago, so it is fairly new to our lot. This will be our stock ID 5N250259. It's a 2026 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse bumper pull with an RTG package on here. Again, my name is Denise. This is my cell phone number. This is the office number. You guys will also get my email on here, and I do speak Spanish. So para los que hablan español, mi nombre es Denise. Estoy aquí para ayudarles en sus compras de sus trailers de caballos, ya sea una más grande que esta o este modelo exactamente. Si ocupan ayuda, aquí está mi número de teléfono, aquí está el número de la oficina. And yeah, you guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you.